We're at the Symphony at Heinz Hall for the Performing Arts with Pablo Ferrandez. So great to meet you, playing the Shostakovich First Cello Concerto this weekend with Manfred Honeck and the Pittsburgh Symphony. But this is not your debut. You've been here before.
Yeah, I was here just 2 months ago with Anne Sophie Mutter and John Williams and Jeff Brunner as well. It really does make a difference to come back twice and so soon. You know, it really feels like home. Even arriving to the airport, I was like, oh, I'm so happy to be back. And I love the orchestra. I love Maestro Honeck. So yeah, dream week.
You have recorded with Maestro Honeck.
Yes, we did the Brahms Double Concerto with Anne Sophie Mutter as well. It was the first time that I played with him in that time, and I immediately fell in love with him, with his way of making music. He has an ability of bringing always something new and to make you discover a new piece of music that you didn't really know it was there.
I spoke with him just the day before yesterday, and he told me that you are the next generation's Yo-Yo Ma.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know. I mean,
it's nice, yes?
It's nice
Roll
to hear.
with it.
It's nice to hear, yeah. I'm happy that he says that.
But Anne Sophie says the same. She loves you too. And the double concerto is a great recording. I love it. It's got tremendous energy.
Yeah, thank you. That's actually, it's a very proud moment for me to have a recording with these two incredible legends. I actually have it framed in my practice room. It's something that when I was a kid I could never imagine it would happen to me, and look at it.
And Anne Sophie, I'm trying to remember, she must have recorded it before. Did you have a chance to listen to her earlier recording?
I did when I was young. She recorded when she was like 17 or something like that. So she said it was long overdue.
And who was the cellist for the
Antonio Meneses, the Brazilian cellist.
Very good. Well, bravo. Great job. Tell me about your Shostakovich you're playing this weekend, the First Concerto.
Well, this piece is incredible. It's one of the most exciting pieces that we have. It's, of course, a masterpiece. He wrote it not together, but, consulting Rostropovich, who was an absolute beast of the cello, so nothing was difficult for Rostropovich. So every crazy thing that Shostakovich was putting there, Rostropovich was saying, yes, do it. And, we have all these insane passages. He made our life very difficult, but thank God he did, because really Shostakovich had no limits writing for cello when with someone like Rostropovich as inspiration. So it's a very demanding piece. It has it all. The first movement is incredibly rhythmical and powerful. The second movement, for me, is very evocative of like a Siberian landscape. It feels really cold. It feels like some people marching in the middle of this cold landscape. Shostakovich had, many friends that were sent to the Gulag, to the concentration camp. Himself, he was always extremely afraid. So he is famous that he used to sleep dressed up with his suit, because he was always thinking that that night the police was going to come and take him away. So you can really feel this fear and this, really desperation in this second movement. And then in the cadenza, which is a very kind of innovative thing, because usually cadenzas in concertos, they are maybe at the end of the first movement, and the soloist improvises something. But this time, Shostakovich, he wrote like a really long cadenza for cello solo. You are there for like 7-8 minutes. Starts completely like deep down alone in a cave, I don't know, so, and you go through like hell, and then you arrive to the fourth movement, which is amazing, also really folkloric music. It's an incredible masterpiece.
What do you think Shostakovich is saying with the timpani?
Oh, he actually has so many hidden messages throughout this piece. There is also like a Stalin's favorite little song hidden there, and many provocative ideas. But all the provocative ideas, they have to be hidden away in like a layer or two, because he couldn't afford that. It was too obvious for him to get arrested.
And the timpani has the last word in this piece, right?
Yeah, well, he is like an oppressive force towards me, but not only him. There is a passage as well in the second movement where the whole orchestra is playing incredibly loud and expressive, singing, and I am kind of like screaming on top, like trying to not drown in the sound of the orchestra. I think it feels really like oppressive, and that's how I think he meant it to be.
Right from the start, there's a special mood, the little tune the flute has, and then the timpani saying beware or justice, look out, watch out.
Yeah, every instrument has a really, I mean, he had an incredible imagination for sound and color. He uses the instruments masterfully, also the balance with the soloist. He also puts like a very special instrument in the second movement. The Cellist is kind of like a little piano that sounds really magical, and he pairs it with harmonics in the cello. I mean, his imagination for color and sound was unbelievable.
Tell me a little about your journey from Madrid.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you mean now or
now and from the beginning?
Oh well, I come from a musical family. My father is a cellist as well. My mom, she used to play guitar. Flamenco guitar, but then she stopped, and when she had me, she created a method to teach music to babies. I was the guinea pig. Then my sister, she's a wonderful violist, Sarah, and then since then she had thousands of students actually. So musical family.
And was there any choice for you? Was it always going to be cello?
No, at 3 years old, they gave me the cello. Well, they named me Pablo because my father was a huge fan of Pablo Casals. So they named me Pablo, gave me a cello, and that was that.
Named for Pablo Casals. The pressure is on.
I can only be the second best Pablo, but it's what it is.
And did you have a chance to enjoy Spain going up? Americans go to Madrid to see the Prado and the beautiful natural features and the museums and all the wonderful things about Spain, the food.
Of course. I mean, I love Spain. I was there the first 18 years of my life. Then I moved to Germany to continue my studies, and now I'm back in Spain. I moved back after like 2 years ago back to Madrid.
And have you seen is it Picasso masterpiece Guernica, which tells us about Franco and the war?
Yeah, well, we have great museums there. The Prado is unbelievable, as you said. I've been very often. I haven't gone in the last 4 or 5 years. I should go back. But yeah, of course, it's the art that we have there is a big inspiration.
Have you plans for more recordings? You must, because Sony has already done the double and a wonderful solo recording, Evocation, Reflection.
Yeah.
Reflections.
Yeah, no, we are planning something to record in May. I cannot say yet what it is, but yeah, we are planning to do a lot of many more things, of course.
The things you have out already, I absolutely love. I'm trying to remember. There were some fun solo pieces that you did. Bach Prelude to the Suite. I think it's a little fast. I love it. It has more energy than some.
Thank you. Yeah, this actually, I recorded. It's a funny thing because, well, I in that period I had 2 instruments. I've been playing a Strat since 10 years, the Lord Aylesford. The day before the recording, I actually got this one, which is the Quinto Stradivari, who someone bought it for me on that very day. So the day before I played, someone called me and was like, "Hey, I have one of the top 5 best ever made cellos in my living room. Would you like to try it?" So I'm like, "Of course." I go, "When can you come to Berlin?" I'm like, I can go on the 13th because I have to record something, this Bach thing. So I can go there on the 12th. They were like, "Oh, the 12th is perfect because, it's my birthday. Would you mind trying the cello and, playing a bit for me and my guests? And you tell me what you think of the cello." So I go there, I play the cello. The cello has not been played in the last 100 years. So it looks completely new. It's a bit sleepy, but I play it a few minutes. The cello wakes up. It's a boom. So after an older gentleman, a guest of the party, he comes and like, "Hey, Pablo, what do you think of the cello?" "Oh, the cello is an absolute bomb. I love it. Do you want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, ha. He's like, "I'm gonna buy it for you. You can bring it now with you. It's yours." So I'm like, "Oh, I mean, insane." I called the airline, I have 2 extra seats, blah, blah, blah. So the next day I go to record, and I try to record this Bach with my cello. and it wasn't working. So I was like, let me try with the new one. So I take the new one, and I really liked it. So I recorded the Bach pieces with a new instrument that I literally had since one day.
This one is which instrument?
The new one, the Arquinto, new one. I have it already since 2 years. But yeah, I fell in love with this instrument, and I gave the other one back. Yeah.
And this was made by
Stradivari, also.
Stradivarius.
Yeah, from 1689 is a cello.
One of the most valuable cellos in the world.
Definitely.
Amazing. No one better than you to play it. That's for sure.
Thank you.
So great to meet you, to talk with you. It's WQED weekend at the Symphony, so we're bringing our listeners to hear you, and we're thrilled that you will be heard on the radio after the fact in this conversation as well. So we'll look for you tomorrow night and all through the weekend. I did want to forget to ask you if you had a chance to look at the video of your concert from December that you made here, that Deutsche Grammophon sent out on their Stage Plus idea.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I have to ask for the link. I've been busy. I didn't have time, but I really want to see it because I have great memories of this concert. I'm maybe a little bit afraid of watching it because the memory is so good. I don't want to see it and be disappointed. So
it came out beautifully. Let me tell you, it was absolutely spectacular and a thrill that you were part of that evening with John Williams. You met him? You had a chance to talk it over?
Yeah, definitely. He was so sweet, and I mean, he's such a legend. I was so starstruck, and since that time in December, I met him again in January in Los Angeles. He's incredible. I really admire him and love him and his music.
Pablo Ferrandez, welcome to Pittsburgh once again. We're thrilled to have you back.
Thank you so much.